Today is the day not just to celebrate, but also to create wonderful memories. It is indeed a pleasure to begin this auspicious occasion by welcoming everyone. We have gathered here for the annual day celebration, which is held to celebrate the talent and skills of our children and reward them for the same. On behalf of the staff and students of Samved School, I extend a warm welcome to our President, Mr. Chandranath Ariga, and to our committee members. We welcome our trustees, Mrs. Amita Chari and Mrs. Jayanti Mehta, and our director, Mrs. Sandhya Siddharth. It's a pleasure to have you amongst us today. A very warm welcome to our headmistress, Mrs. Hema D, and our coordinators. I also take this opportunity to welcome my colleagues, the teaching and non-teaching staff of Samved School, to our celebrations today. Lastly, but not the least, a warm welcome to all our friends and well-wishers present online. Your presence is an encouragement for all students and staff of Samved School. We have gathered today to celebrate the most awaited event of the year, our annual day. Samved School is celebrating its 54th and its second virtual annual day. The annual day is one of the most important events of the academic year. It is so because this day not only marks the end of a year with all its memories and moments, but also a fresh start to new possibilities for the upcoming academic year. It is a day when our students showcase their various talents and skills. We will now have our director, Mrs. Sandhya Siddharth's speech.
Respected President, Mr. Ariga, trustees, Mrs. Amita Chari, Mrs. Jayanti Mehta, dear students, parents, teachers and friends. Welcome to the 54th annual day of Samved School. This is our second virtual annual day, and I can assure you that it's going to be a very entertaining and colorful event that you will all enjoy. The year 2020 threw many challenges at us, which we overcame with time. In 2021, we were able to use technology more efficiently to teach and reach out to our students. In the last 2 years, Samved's teachers have adapted brilliantly to technology and digital lessons. Presently, in some classes, we use the hybrid model, which is a blend of offline and online teaching. Kudos to all our teachers for mastering technology. Our students secured excellent results in the SLC 2021 examinations. Despite COVID fears, tensions and disruptions, they kept their focus. Sankhya Hegde broke all records when she secured the first rank with 625 marks. She scored 100% marks in all the subjects. A hearty congratulations to Sankhya and other student toppers and all the other students of the 2021 batch for securing 100% pass. I take this opportunity to welcome the new teachers to Samved. I wish them the very best in the coming years. Mrs. Hema was appointed as the new headmistress from May 2021, and she is ably assisted by Mrs. Meera Sudhakar, High School Coordinator, Mrs. Ramya, Higher Primary Coordinator, Mrs. Chaitra, Lower Primary Coordinator, and Mrs. Madhushri Sitaram, our Kindergarten Coordinator. I thank our President, trustees, and committee members for all their support and guidance. My special thanks to Mrs. Amita, without whose inspiration this program would not have been possible. A big thank you to all you parents for your support and trust. It has not been an easy time for any of us, but let us not lose hope. We are confident that in the coming years, we will find many ways to fight the pandemic and overcome it. In the meanwhile, enjoy our program, Sambrama, choreographed by Srimati Anuradha Vikrant and team from Drishti Dance Center. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We now present to you the annual report for the academic year 2020-2021. Drishti Arts Center is a premier dance institute set up in Bangalore, spearheaded by the renowned danseurs, choreographer, organizer, and teacher, Srimati Anuradha Vikrant. Imparting training in Indian classical dance, the institute's motive is to spread the value system of Indian culture and arts and imbibe these morals in its students. Anuradha's boundless thirst for more in-depth knowledge in the field of dance and deep commitment has strengthened her ingenuity to create a niche for herself as an exceptional dancer, an inspiring teacher, a creative choreographer, and an able organizer who blends tradition with innovation. Today, the team of choreographers, Ramya Bhatt, Aishwarya Tolpadi, and Somshekhar Chudanath from Drishti, under the direction of Srimati Anuradha, is presenting the production Sambhrama, celebration of the folk arts of India for the annual day of Samved School. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is all set and our performers are ready to showcase to you folk dances of India. Sit back and enjoy the show where our children have worked tirelessly to bring this to you. Hope you enjoy it as much as we did putting it together for you. Thank you.
India, it's one of the most diverse countries in the whole world, with each state having its own unique traditions, languages, food, music, clothing, and dance. Dance in India comprises numerous styles of dances, generally known as classical or folk. Have you heard of a folk dance earlier, Ananya?
Yes, I have. A folk dance is a dance developed by the people that reflects the lives of a people of a certain country or region. The history of folk dances dates back several centuries ago. Folk dances vary according to the local tradition of the respective state, ethnic or geographic region. Could you enlighten us about Indian folk dance, Kamran?
Sure. The Indian folk dance is performed to convey happiness. People used to learn dances from their parents or grandparents, whose lives have been influenced by customs and traditions. The Indian folk and tribal dance traditions have a close association with the functions of daily life. The farming communities of rural India are responsible for creating these folk dances. Therefore, folk dances involve the common people.
Today, we the students of Samved will present to you Sambhrama, a celebration through the folk dance forms of our country.
Yakshagana is the traditional folk theatre dance form popular in the coastal Karnataka districts. A celestial world unfolds before the audience as loud singing and drumming form a backdrop to dancers clad in outstanding costumes. Hence the name Yakshagana, in which Yaksha stands for celestial and Gana for music. This is a night-long event with elaborately dressed performers dancing and acting to the beat of the drums in the open-air theatres, usually in the village paddy fields after the winter crop has been harvested. Let's begin the show with a colorful performance.
Shri Guru Ganadipataye Namaha. Gajamukana ninna padava ninave targadam targadai Gajamukana ninna padava ninave nijavagi karunisu
ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ 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 ಆಕಾಶದಂಚಿನ ಸಿರಿಲೋಕದೊಡೆಯೇ ಲೋಕೇಶ ಜಿ ಹರಿ ಕೊರಳಾಗೆ ಲೋಕೇಶ ಜಿ ಹರಿ ಕೊರಳಾಗೆ ಹರಿಸಿದ ಲೋಕೈಕ ಸೊಬಗಿನ ಮಂದಾರ ಲೋಕೈಕ ಸೊಬಗಿನ ಮಂದಾರ ಲೋಕೈಕ ಸೊಬಗಿನ ಮಂದಾರ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ಧರಿಸಿದ ಲೋಕೈಕ ಸೊಬಗಿನ ಮಂದರ ಲೋಕೈಕ ಸೊಬಗಿನ ಮಂದರ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಂದಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಾನಿ ತಂದಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಂದನಾನ ತಂದನಾನ
Truly, there could not be a better way to begin. The next folk dance that we are going to speak about is a unique folk art performed by the devotees of God Mahadeshwara. Kamsale, the folk dance of Karnataka. Traditional dancers dressed in local costume dance with kamsale, a pair of small circular metal plates in their hands. The dance is usually done in large groups and is often performed near the temples as a part of prayer to the Lord. There are no written scripts of the songs. They learn those songs orally and participate in fairs, which are held in Mahadeshwara Hills during festivals. Well, it's time for us to stop talking and enjoy the beauty of this unique folk art.
महादेवं महात्मानं महापातकनाशनं महापापहरं वन्दे महदेश्वराय नमो नमः
ಅಕ್ಕಯ್ಯ ನೋಡು ಬಾರೆ ಈ ಚೆಲ್ವನ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳೆ ನೋಡು ಬಾರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳೆ ನೋಡು ಬಾರೆ ಅಕ್ಕಯ್ಯ ನೋಡು ಬಾರೆ ಈ ಚೆಲ್ವನ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳೆ ನೋಡು ಬಾರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳೆ ನೋಡು ಬಾರೆ
ಮಾದೇವ ನಗು ಮಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾಲೇರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಾದೇವ ಈ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಸಾಕು ನೀ ಎದ್ದು ಬಾರು ಬಿಡಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾರಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಬರಿ ಮಾತಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಜಗ್ಗಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಕುಣೀರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕುಣೀರು ನಮ್ಮುತ್ತು ಮಾದಯ್ಯ ಮುಂದೆ ಪಕ್ಕಿ ಕುಣೀರು ಎದ್ದು ಕುಣೀರು ಬಿದ್ದು ಕುಣೀರು ನಮ್ಮುತ್ತು ಮಾದಯ್ಯ ಮುಂದೆ ಪಕ್ಕಿ ಕುಣೀರು ಏಳು ಮಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾಲೇರಿ ಕುಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾದೇವ ನಗು ಮಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾಲೇರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಾದೇವ ಈ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಸಾಕು ನೀ ಎದ್ದು ಬಾರು ಬಿಡಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾರಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಬರಿ ಮಾತಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಜಗ್ಗಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಕುಣೀರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕುಣೀರು ನಮ್ಮುತ್ತು ಮಾದಯ್ಯ ಮುಂದೆ ಪಕ್ಕಿ ಕುಣೀರು ಎದ್ದು ಕುಣೀರು ಬಿದ್ದು ಕುಣೀರು ನಮ್ಮುತ್ತು ಮಾದಯ್ಯ ಮುಂದೆ ಪಕ್ಕಿ ಕುಣೀರು ಅಂದಾದ ಚಂದಾದ ಮಾಯ್ಕಾರ ಮಾದೇವ್ಗೆ
Our next dance is traditional as well as an enthusiastic folk dance of Rajasthan called Ghumar. It is particularly a women's dance performed by groups of women moving in a circular fashion, accompanied by men and women singing together. The spectacular folk dance derives its name from Ghumna, the twirling movements of the dancers. Fascination starts when the colors of the ghagra, the long skirt of the Rajasthani woman, flows as they twirl around. Apart from skill and precision, it also requires stamina since it could go on for hours. No wonder it is a special attraction meant for exclusive occasions, and our dancers are all ready to take us on a virtual tour to Rajasthan through their mesmerizing performance.
It's now time to leave Rajasthan and enter the gateway of India. Koli is the dance form of the fisher folk of Maharashtra. The community has its own distinct identity. The dance incorporates elements that this community is most familiar with, sea and fishing. The Kolis forget the hardships that their occupation brings to them by dancing together with movements symbolizing the waves, the rowing from cliff to cliff, and casting the nets to catch fish. Let's watch them catch fish.
कोली सोरील्या डोली र मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मारतीन कोली हानलन गोली ग चल जाऊ बाजारी कोली सोरील्या डोली र मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मारतीन कोली हानलन गोली ग चल जाऊ बाजारी कोली सोरील्या डोली र मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मारतीन कोली हानलन गोली ग चल जाऊ बाजारी
One of the most famous dance forms of Gujarat is the Dandiya Ras. The word Ras comes from the Sanskrit word rasa, an aesthetic Indian concept related to emotions and feelings. This dance form is based on the story of Lord Krishna and Radha. As Dandiya represents joy and celebrations, men and women participating in this dance form wear colorful clothes and matching accessories.
People throughout the world participate in this dance form during Navratri. Although Navratri is over, the celebrations can continue with the help of the upcoming performance.
A practice that originated in Kerala, South India over 6,000 years ago Kalaripayattu is both a martial art and a way of life consisting of 5 interrelated parts, that is, fighting, healing, yoga, astrology, and spiritual practices, none of which can develop in isolation of the others. The word Kalari stands for training grounds and Payattu stands for combat. In the past, Kalaris formed an integral part of lives of the people. Today, Kalaripayattu is staged during festivals and other occasions as an art form.
Oh, nice. There is a similar martial art form named Tangta developed from the war environment of Manipur. Just like Kalaripayattu, Tangta too integrates various external weapons like the sword, the spear, the dagger, etc. This martial art form is practiced in 3 different ways. The first way is absolutely ritual in nature. The second way consists of a spectacular performance involving sword and spear dances. And the third way is actual fighting technique. We have a power-packed performance coming up, which is a fusion of Kalaripayattu and Tangta. Truly, this art form is one of a kind.
An energetic folk dance and music form that originated from Punjab, India. Bhangra is the newest dance, music, and fitness phenomenon spreading all over the world these days. Bhangra is originally performed during Baisakhi, the harvest festival of Punjab. In a typical performance, several dancers execute vigorous kicks, leaps, and bends of the body with the accompaniment of short songs called boliyan, and most significantly to the beat of a dhol. It represents liveliness and dynamism of the people of Punjab. So dear audience, it's time for some balle balle.
ਹਾਏ ਤੇਰਾ ਨੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਗੋਰੇ ਰੰਗ ਦਾ ਕਸੂਰ ਇੱਕ ਤੱਕੜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਦਿਲ ਚੂਰ
We now have come to the end of this show. We would like to conclude by saying that dance keeps the culture of people alive. India is a land with vast diversity, vibrant cultures, customs, and rich heritage. And folk dances occupy a very important position in this context. As citizens of India, we should not just feel proud of our rich heritage, but also do our best to preserve it.
It's time to celebrate unity in diversity. Let's all visualize all these dance forms in a single frame.
I now request Mrs. Vaishali Agarwal to propose the vote of thanks.
Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. Greetings to one and all. I am Vaishali Agarwal and I am here to express my gratitude for the great performance we have just seen. It would not have been possible without the help and cooperation of so many people involved in its production. It is indeed my privilege to acknowledge the contribution of every individual who is behind the success of this second virtual annual day celebration. On behalf of the entire Samved family, I extend my sincere thanks to the Almighty God, whose countless blessings have always been on us. Next is the one whose courage and determination led to the foundation of our esteemed institution. A million thanks to our beloved founder, Mrs. Ambuja Venkataraman. We are immensely grateful to our trustees, Mrs. Amita Chari and Mrs. Jayanti Mehta, for being the guiding light. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We truly admire our director, Mrs. Sandhya Siddharth, for being that power-packed leader. A special thanks to our headmistress, Mrs. Hema D, for providing constant support and guidance to our teachers. We would like to say thanks to the coordinators and the teachers who have tirelessly worked in the past month to get our children on board to practice. This grand event was only made possible because of the professional training our children received from Drishti Art Center from Sehkar Nagar, who trains budding stars. They provided creative and innovative training to our children for the program you have just witnessed. We sincerely thank Mrs. Anuradha Vikrant and her team for the excellent training they provided our children. We would also like to thank JSS Auditorium for the venue and people behind the scene, the sound technicians, videographers, choreographers, without whose help this evening would not have been possible. We would like to thank our support staff for the love and care they have shown towards our children during the time of practice. We are grateful to our parent community for being positive and trusting us always. Hearty congratulations to all the participants. You made the event joyful with your impressive performances, and your days of hard work were evident. I would like to end with this quote: as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Good evening, and thank you once again.